Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Mgovier bringing out a new series on my channel. It's a manager mode with FIFA 12 with a second division English team called Southampton. And it's kind of weird that an American is a Southampton fan, but I've kind of always watched soccer because my dad watches soccer. And he's a Chelsea fan, and I decided when I was like 14 or 15, you know what? I'm going to support a different team, so I chose Southampton because, I don't know, I saw them on TV and I played with them on FIFA like '08. And I thought they were cool, so yeah, I'm starting this manager mode. And in the first few games, we were playing Bolton, Schalke 04, I'm pretty sure that is, and some team, I think that's a Brazilian team or like a second division Italian team. So in this first episode, I'll be bringing you all the preseason and some other transfer stuff. So there's my starting lineup right there. I'm planning to get rid of Julie, Connolly, and maybe a few other people just because I don't want to have any, aged players on my team. I want to keep everybody young and healthy. And I want to build for the future because I'm planning on taking this team to the Premier League, maybe getting into the Champions League in the future. So there you go, transfer listing, Connolly. And there's my board objectives. They want me to reach the, I think, round of 16 in the cup, the domestic cup. And there's my league objective and what they expect me to do in the league. And I set up a scouting network using my Norwegian scout. I sent him to England. Why not send him to, the the same country that I'm in? And I looked for a technically gifted midfielder, as I'm getting rid of my aging players who happen to be mostly midfielders. And I did get a lot of offers for Ricky Lambert, my primary goal scorer on this team. He actually led the real life league in goal scoring, but yeah, I actually accepted one of the offers. I sold Julie to that team, but the transfer offers with Ricky Lambert broke down. Or not the transfer offers, the transfer talks. And then same with Julie, they kind of broke down. So here we are in our first game. There's the starting lineup. I'm playing a 4-5-1. And we're going against Bolton. So, I mean, this is superior opposition, a Premier League team. They've been in the Premier League for a pretty long time. And, yeah, it was always going to be a tough game. Stuart Holding gets a goal in the 18th minute or 19th minute, the American. And it was just kind of all downhill from there in the first half. The Korean, I think he is, gets a goal. He's pretty pacey. He is like 96 pace or 95 pace. Number 27, crafty little player. And he has a high potential, I'm pretty sure. But later in the first half, we actually do pull a goal back with De Ridder off that header from the cross in. I think it was Lallana who crossed that in, or maybe Iago Falque. Iago Falque is actually pretty good, but we have him on loan, so I really don't think we're going to be able to keep him because his transfer fee is so high. But of course, in my first game, my starting center back and my captain, pretty much, Jose Fonte, goes down with an injury. You'll see what happened to him later in this game, or later after the game. And there you go. You see Barnard scoring a goal, tying the game up. And, this is Bolton, a good team, and they were able to pull it out in the 90th minute. Kelvin Davies is able to score the goal. I think that's who it was, or Kevin Davies, I don't remember. But anyways, Jose Fonte has a broken ankle, so he's out for 3 months, which is pretty awful. So that's my starting center back getting knocked out for a long time. That sucks pretty bad. And in my second game, I was playing Schalke 04 at their house, so that's why the stadium looks so good. And this was another tough game. I mean, Schalke and freaking Bolton. What am I supposed to do about that? And Farfan, I have a friend who's Peruvian, so it's kind of funny that Farfan scored a goal, but he scored against me. And then, how was that a penalty? I gave up a penalty. Jack Cork, I guess, kind of tackled him, but I wasn't even controlling the tackle. It was like one of those CPU-directed tackle penalties. So whatever. So Huntelaar steps up, goes right up the middle, and he's able to finish that off. Nothing really I could do about that. I guess if I had stayed in the middle. But going into halftime, we're losing 2-0 away from home to Schalke. Who the hell set up these friendlies? Because if it were me in charge, I would not have played Bolton and Schalke. Like, are you serious? So, moving on into the second half, nothing really to show. There's really nothing that happened. So I'm just going to show you the end of the game, just how it was kind of a midfield battle. There you go. They cleared the ball. It was 2-0 final score. Both the goals were in the first half. So nothing really to show from that game, to be honest with you. Julie actually got a better offer from Atalanta. So I accepted that one instead of the other one because the transfer talks broke down. They couldn't agree on terms for the contract. So there's our lineup for this next game. We're going with the 4-5-1 again against the third and final team that we're playing in the friendlies. And this is actually a better result because this team is not as good as the other teams. And Schneiderlin gets a goal right there, probably the nicest goal I've scored so far. And yeah, it was just a really nice goal, and it got the game going the way that we wanted the game to go. We wanted to get a victory in this third game because I was not able to get a victory in the other two games, and that's just terrible. A terrible start to my managerial career at Southampton. So looking to get the second goal and still the first half and really finish off the game. Ricky Lambert scores a header. He has a really powerful header. I'm pretty sure he actually has the trait power header. But I'm trying to sell him just because he's kind of an aging player. I feel like I can get someone just as good who's going to develop into a better player than he is currently. So at halftime, we're up 2-0 against this inferior opposition. And if you know what country this team is from, just leave it in the comments because I'm honestly not sure. And it doesn't tell you in the pregame, which is kind of frustrating. And there's Ricky Lambert scoring the third goal in the 57th minute. A power header, just like all the other goals that he's scored pretty much. And this team was able to claw back one goal in the 60th minute. Kind of a sweaty goal, but honestly, no, that wasn't sweaty. I'm lying. That was a really nice goal, actually, by Julio Cesar. I don't think that's the real... Well, obviously that's not the keeper, but I don't know. Whatever. And then Tenadari Lee, this Japanese forward, is actually really good, pacey, strong. Got a nice shot off, and it was saved, but Barner was able to clean up the mess. So we're able to win that game 4-1. And in the 86th minute, this team just doesn't give up. They don't want my keeper to get the high rating. They score again, and a nice goal to make it 4-2, but they weren't able to come all the way back. And we were able to take the victory 4-2. So moving on after this little celebration that I have, Biakowski actually started Biakowski that game. Yeah, that game actually started a lot of people who don't normally start, but they all performed at a high level. And there's Julie, the purchase. He's been sold to Atalanta, so got rid of my number 10 and one of my best players. But you know what? I'm trying to build for the future. So I'm selling a few people, and there's Jose Fonte in the sub. So there's one of my center mids that I'm trying to sign since I got rid of Julie. And I offered him 2.1 million pounds. And there's Christig, the Inter Milan Italian prodigy center midfielder, and I offered 2.5 million pounds, I think. But you'll see in the future that wasn't good enough for them. But let me take a minute right now to ask y'all to leave in the comments what you think was the best play of this episode. I know that there wasn't that many plays, but I'm going to start having plays of the episode, you know, as this series really picks up some momentum. And they reviewed my offer for Christig, and they wanted a higher offer, and I actually did end up getting him. And those are the players that I sold. So if you like this, be sure to leave a thumbs up and stay lavish. I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces.